Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Isol, and this is my presentation. So let me ask you, have you ever felt like you are playing hide and seek with the vocabularies? When you study very hard at last night, but the day after, the vocabulary just go away, and you need to fight for it again. So I'm here today to talk about how to learn English vocabulary more effectively. There's three main points that I'm going to go through. First of all, why we need to learn vocabulary. Vocabulary is important because it is one of the first steps to master any language. And to enhance the vocabulary, it also means to enhance the four skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Then now we know the necessity of learning vocabulary. But do you know how many English words in total nowadays? According to researchers from Harvard University and Google in 2010, there are about more than 1 million words exist. So if we learn 10 words a day without any disruption and without any forgetting, it just takes about 280 years to complete. But of course, we don't learn that much. Look at this table. We just learned about 4,000 words for B2 level and 8,000 words for C1 level. So we need to find some smart way to approach. This is three methods to learn the vocabulary effectively. The first one is to create a word web. Create a web like this. When you can see in the picture, when you learn a word, you not only learn the meaning, but also learn some related words like collocations, antonyms, synonyms, suffix, prefix, and etc. Then the second one is immersion. It means that you are surrounded with the English environment. When you live in the English, if you have a chance, just live in the English-speaking countries like England or United States. But if you don't have that chance, don't worry. With the advancement of technology, you can easily use the internet to connect with the English-speaking world. Then the third one is repetition. Look at this, take a look at this graph, the forgetting curve, which is first explored by Hermann Ebbinghaus. This curve shows that how information is lost over time if people do not review it. Like in the first day, you can see the level of retention is very high, but in the next day or the third and the fourth day, it will be faded over time. So we need a solution for it, which is spaced repetition, also discovered by Hermann Ebbinghaus. This technique requires us to review in a certain time. And you can see like the original curve is the forgetting curve, but once we review, the curve will be longer and higher, which means that if we actually reinforce, we can put that information or the vocabulary in the long-term memory. So now we know the three methods of learning vocabulary effectively. So let's move on. The next point is useful apps and tools. Some apps that you can consider like Quizlet, where you can create a flashcard and it's almost free. And Cake is where you can, it provides some short video about English native speaker. They use some expression in daily life. There's a YouTube channel like Lingo Marina or Learn English with Bob the Canadian. With Bob, he showed the vocabulary associated with an action or an image to help us to visually learn. In summary, we have gone through three main points. The first one is we know the importance of learning vocabulary. The second one is three methods of learning vocabulary, and the third one is some useful apps and tools to learn vocabulary. But remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So we all know what we should do, but if we don't act, nothing will happen. Thank you for listening. Anyone have any questions? This reference.
Let's get two questions before the next. The next speaker will be, who will be the next? Kelly, right? Okay. So